Addison and Zed faced yet another challenge to their relationship in Zombies 3 when the aliens entered Seabrook, and that left fans wondering if this is how their story wraps up. When it was announced that filming had begun in March of 2021, it definitely seemed that way. Lauren Kisleveski, vice president of Disney Original Movies, stated that they wanted things to be even more intense in the third installment. She also said it was to be the final installment. Here's everything we know about a possible Zombies 4. Let's examine the clues. Warning, there are spoilers ahead. Zombies 3 ending. With Seabrook now a safe place for everyone, Zed can focus his attention on his goal, which at the start of Zombies 3 was to be the first ever zombie to attend college. In turn, this would pave the way for the other monsters to also go to college, if that's what they chose. This plan is put on pause when aliens appear at Seabrook. Their planet of origin was destroyed, and they're now looking for the map that'll take them to their new home, Utopia. It was supposedly hidden in the most precious thing in Seabrook, and put there by a scout who crashed in Seabrook decades ago. As a reward for assisting Zed with his amazing student application for college, Zed and Addison help the aliens in their quest to discover where the coordinates of this map are. They decode the message left by the scout, who they find out was actually Addison's grandmother, Angie. Yeah, you heard that right. It's exactly how the Zombies 2 cliffhanger teased. Addison isn't a human cheerleader. She's actually an alien. Addison's grandma loved a human boy named Eli, and so, to not look suspicious, she attended Seabrook High, picked up cheerleading, and dedicated herself to it completely. Angie, as a result, won some stuff too, which includes the Seabrook Cup and the Cheer-Off Trophy. And that's where they believe the coordinates to Utopia were stashed away by Angie. Addison, just like her grandmother, wins the Seabrook Cup with her squad, but when the aliens examine the trophy, they don't find any coordinates. To keep the aliens safe from the wolves, who don't trust them, Addison reveals that she herself is an alien. You probably thought this would make for one hell of a conversation with her mom, but her mom says to her that she knew all this time, and she told her that they must hide their real selves for their own safety. And Addison's mom tells her that Grandma always referred to Addison as her most precious thing. Turns out the coordinates were in Addison's DNA all along, but sadly, in order to get to the planet, she has to go there with them. Zed can't come along for the trip because he wouldn't make it after the space travel, and at this point it really looks like their love story is about to end in their separation. But who are we kidding? Let's not forget, this is a Disney movie after all. How could it end on such a sad note? On the day Seabrook High's graduation ceremony was to take place, the aliens are about to make their journey to Utopia. Then they begin wondering just why Addison's grandmother had made it so tough for them to find the map. Addison suggests that maybe her grandmother had come to the realization that Seabrook, which was a very imperfect place, was actually the place where the aliens should live, and they're going to have to make it a utopia themselves through work. Addison tells them that conflict is necessary, it doesn't always have to be a bad thing, and being challenged helps people do better. The aliens realize that what she's saying makes a lot of sense, so instead of going to Utopia, they should head back to Seabrook to begin their new lives. Zombies 3 ends on a good note. A new set of norms has been established in Seabrook. We now have everyone, zombies, werewolves, humans, aliens, and every other species, living in harmony. What else did you expect from a Disney movie? It really felt like a good place to end the Zombies trilogy, seeing how Addison has finally found out who she really is. There's a promising future ahead for them both. Plus, as Zed also gets into Mountain College, which means they can both go there together. Oh, okay, we definitely want to see that. Of course, if the guys behind the movie wanted, they could figure out a way to make yet another installment in the Zombies franchise. Maybe a new species will introduce themselves to Seabrook that'll shake things up again. But it really feels like this could be the end for Zombies. Zombies 4, is there a chance? So as of now, nothing has been officially confirmed about Zombies 4. But Zombies 3 was referred to as the third and final installment in March of 2021. It doesn't seem to have discouraged the cast, though. They love being in Zombies, they simply can't get enough, and would be down to come back for another movie. Milo thinks that the ending wrapped up the story pretty well. But another movie isn't totally out of the question either. Before Zombies 3 came out, Milo mentioned that they'll only consider a fourth movie if the third one is received well by the audience, and the jury's still out on that one. For now, we'd say that the chances of us seeing a fourth movie aren't very high, but we can't be 100% certain yet. Zombies 3 is the first movie of the franchise to debut exclusively on Disney+, and that means reaching a bigger audience than the preceding movies, so let's see. Hold up, animated series? Even if a fourth movie isn't made, there's another expansion of the Zombies franchise in the works. Disney recently confirmed an animated TV show which will be inspired by the series. It's going to be called Zombies, the Reanimated Series. Again, we don't know too much as of yet, but it's confirmed that it's going to feature your faves, Zed, Addison, Willa, Eliza, and the rest of the guys from Seabrook. The plot synopsis says this gang may have figured out each other, but they haven't quite figured out how to survive high school. Maybe it'll be a teen comedy? We have been promised more musical fun and new friends. Seeing that Zed and Addison have now graduated, chances are that the series will be set earlier in the Zombies timeline, instead of carrying forward with the story after the finale of Zombies 3. Is this really the end? Kieslowski may have said one thing, however, while speaking to Hollywood Life. He stated that Zombies 3's ending was not as definite as it appears and that it was actually a cliffhanger of sorts. Maybe now the story could take us into the Seabrook students' college years, or be left right where it is. He also made it clear that he personally would want a fourth movie. The rest of the cast members have somewhat similar feelings too. There's no way you would have guessed how much these guys enjoyed being a part of the franchise. In an interview with Screen Rant about his time spent on the set of Zombies 3, as well as his dynamic with co-star Meg Donnelly, Milo revealed that he and Meg were partnered with different people when they auditioned for the role. During the auditions, both of them were acting out scenes with other people, but as soon as they met in the waiting room, they noticed an instant chemistry and decided to give each other a chance instead. They were acting out scenes with other people, not each other, but they felt an instant connection with each other. When they talked to each other in the waiting room, they saw how they had way too much chemistry and decided to give them a chance. Milo was really glad things went exactly the way they did because he and Meg are really close to one another. He even called her his best friend. What the cast members think. If you take a look at any of the cast members' social media, it's obvious that everyone became best buds real fast. Milo said that filming during the pandemic and social distancing actually brought them closer together because at that time they only had each other to talk to and nowhere else to go. We're starting to understand why they'd be down for a fourth movie. After all, who wouldn't want to work with their friends? Posting pictures of the cast and some BTS on her Instagram, Donnelly's intense joy was apparent through her captions. She said she couldn't believe she got to do this and she was really happy about the whole thing. So we can definitely say that Addison and Zed had plenty of fun on screen and off screen too. What's next for Meg and Milo? Besides another Zombies movie, Meg and Milo both have some pretty exciting upcoming projects. Meg is all set to star in the upcoming supernatural spin-off, The Winchesters. Milo, on the other hand, is now going to be seen on Doogie Kamai Aloha MD Season 2. However, they both have revealed that it's going to take some adjusting for them to act in roles without each other present. Meg said that when she began working on the new show, she'd text Milo and tell him how odd the whole thing felt without him around. Milo confessed to Hollywood Life that he had the same issue, that he felt weird working on something new. He also admitted that he personally really liked playing Zed, since Zed was such a happy guy all the time, and he misses that. But that's how life is. It's good to know when to move on. However, don't be surprised when you see these two working together on projects besides Zombies in the future. They already have it all figured out. Milo even said that he'd be in a live-action remake of Tangled someday, with Meg as Rapunzel and himself as Flynn Rider. He's actually going to try making it real. He just really wants to do something with her involved in it, too. Again, sounds like there's something more than just camaraderie between them. What were the responses to the Zombies franchise? The movie's garnered plenty of positive reviews from the critics. Many people praised the cast, too. According to spectators, the franchise is absolutely incredible. Sometimes you'll crack up, and sometimes you'll cry. Everyone was super entertained by the stellar musical numbers, cinematography, and special effects, which were all up to the Disney standard. However, that's not all. While everyone loved the musical and filmmaking, the movie received tons of positive reviews for how it handled some socio-cultural issues. Many people think that before anything else, it's a good laugh for the whole family. This movie appealed to not only children and teenagers, but also adults and even seniors. Funny and inspirational in one go, it teaches the audience lessons in who they should be and how they should treat people who are a bit different from you. We definitely need more of that in this world. It's not hard to see why there are so many great reviews. And that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more movie-related news. We'll see you next time. Bye.